can't really tell you much about this guy. He's totally new to Full House. Obviously Rob Sharp was meant to be facing Voodoo tonight, but due to unforeseen circumstances, he's ended up with a bit of an injury. So we now have Brady Phillips to take on Voodoo.
Not only to take on Voodoo, an injured Voodoo. He just took an absolute beating there.
This is a good sign for Bradley Phillips.
He would
Brady
like this.
Phillips
He
even.
would like this. He's already got the advantage now. He's called the Reaper.
Just coming to pick the soul.
He's there to pick up the pieces, that's exactly right. He's taking his time as well, he's not capitalising on this. He knows Voodoo is hurt. But he is our champion for a reason. And he should never underestimate that.
Was because I was never in that match.
No.
That's the only being Voodoo is champion.
And the match is underway.
Brady taking the advantage there. Like a hyena, sees the wound, goes straight in for the kill. Oh, big tackle there by Voodoo.
He absolutely flew in midair there. Like Voodoo is on a mission now. He's been riled up. If anything, this attack could be a disadvantage to Brady. He's now angry, he's in the zone, and he's just going to be clubbing
I know
away.
Voodoo well. I tagged with him for quite a while. He is a tough guy.
Brady there is down in front of the announcer table here in front of us. Staggering, head right off the canvas.
See, if Phillips had just rushed in there a little bit sooner, forgot about all his posing, just get the job done.
Of course, that's not Phillips' character. He's there. He's a showboater. He calls himself.
Well, he's trying to make a name for himself in Full House. This is his debut show. Never been here before, and now he's in the main event with the Full House Wrestling Champion. You got to wonder what that pressure's going to be like. Good plan. You saw with me when I took out the Nordic Idiot. I focused on a body part. It's what you got to do with these big guys.
You quite didn't make the Nordic
pick a point, stick with
spin
it.
off his feet like that Brady just did there to Voodoo. He absolutely spun in midair, taking him off his feet. And he's here to make a statement as he's come to Full House Wrestling. A lovely suplex counter there. Voodoo knew it was
ambitious. Bit stuck to his game plan. Tacked that leg.
Again, it's Brady goading the crowd. He's trying to show off, and it keeps coming to his disadvantage.
There's a time and a place for showing off. Sometimes you know that you've got that person so beaten down, you can talk to these idiots around here.
And of course, Voodoo with a beautiful standing vertical suplex there was able to spend in there for a little while, showing his strength.
That's a long way down from a vertical suplex.
You see Voodoo's legs hurting. He can't get himself over the top rope. He's already feeling the effects of those kicks.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you've taken out one of the pins on a big guy, it's a lot of weight going through that leg. Oh.
And he had enough to balance on the top rope there, but that cost him. He took his time, he was slow, that leg drop did not connect, and now his legs are hurting even more as a result of that. What can Brady do to capitalise?
He needs just to stick on that leg, forget everything else. Focus, take the wheel out. If the guy can't stand, he can't wrestle.
Voodoo can't do any of his moves as a result of that.
He's no bigger than you when he's lying flat on his back.
Oh, and a harsh slap there by Voodoo in the retaliation. And Brady comes back with a thunderous boot right to the face.
Because Phillips knows he's got him. He can sense that Voodoo's half a man he was.
But only a kick out at one there. Voodoo's still got a lot of fight left in him.
He might have a lot of fight, but he might as well just give up now.
Oh, and he's choking there with the ring.
Phillips is totally in control.
He broke up at 3.
See, should have stayed on till 4. You've got till 5, make the most of it. That extra second of choking the windpipe makes all the difference.
Reverse whipped into the corner there by Voodoo.
Ooh, nicely avoided. Oh, big kick to the big head.
Just when you think Voodoo's coming back, Brady's straight back on him. Oh, and a harsh chop right to the chest.
I can tell you from experience, you do not want to take a chop while you are flying from the top rope.
And now if you look at Brady's chest, that is red raw.
That is Voodoo's hand on his chest. It's Voodoo going for, gets the guy up. Phillips reverses.
And he takes out
nice
the leg.
move, goes back to that leg. That's what got him this far. That's what he needs to stay on.
He's staying cool, he's staying smart. He knows that's his game plan. I'm going to keep at it. It's like a viper almost. He's going straight for that body part consistently.
That's what the guy's got to do. When you're facing someone so much bigger than you,
knock him off his feet.
Voodoo's a master of mind games. He gets into your head. He tries to throw you off your game. If you can just ignore that, stick to your game plan, Voodoo is just nothing. Brady Phillips, you morons. He just told you.
Reminding the crowd of who he is. He's here. He wants gold.
Well, obviously, the people here, they've got like memories like goldfish. I mean, look at Peterborough's #1 fan. I've been wrestling here since day one, and he still don't know who I am.
Some would say he didn't know the start time of the show, but he comes in at the interval, and he's made an appearance. He's made his voice known. The presence here. He speaks on behalf of all fans here.
He's an idiot. He doesn't speak on behalf of anyone. He doesn't even know that the other fans are like conscious beings. He's just absorbed in his own world of...
What we do know is he does not like you, Snare. He does not like you having that belt. He tried to wrestle you for that belt. He tried to fight.
All I can say, if it wasn't for Miss Black, I would have put him in hospital. That guy would never have been seen here again. I don't care if he's a fan. You put your hands on me, you are going down.
And Brady is taking his time. He wants a count-out victory, but it wasn't enough. Voodoo was able to get back.
Take the victory wherever you can take it. You know, this isn't a title match. This is just an opportunity for Phillips to show what he can do. If he picks up a victory, you've got to think that he is coming back here and he will be the #1 contender.
Yeah, he very well could be. And one impact that will make. Your first match, you're in the main event and you beat the champion.
Exactly. This is like Phillips has got everything to gain here and nothing to lose. Voodoo, he's just in a no-win situation.
Knowing Voodoo, he could lose his soul. Oh, and that is a
devastating manoeuvre.
Beautiful move there. Absolutely taking Brady out. They have to spin him and use the momentum against him.
Took a lot out of Voodoo as well, though. The strength it will take just to hold that guy up and change the momentum.
With the weak legs as well. It's like chopping a tree. Eventually that tree is going to crumble. Brady's a lumberjack. He's using that axe, his kicks, his hands, and he's taking him down. And Voodoo's going to have struggled to stand off that. That was a lot of power that was needed to be generated in those legs for that.
Well, that's Voodoo's base game plan. Power. If you can take that power away, nothing's there. He's not technically gifted. He just brute strength through.
He's a big lad, and he knows how to use it. Oh, and Brady,
bad game plan by Phillips.
Forearm right to the face. It takes him down. You still see that in Voodoo.
You don't want to stand there and trade blows with Voodoo.
You are going to lose that every time.
Every time. An oak tree would lose that. That's what he needs to do. Back to that leg.
It throws Voodoo off his feet.
Big boot. Take Phillips off his feet. What has Phillips got left in the tank? This is really going to show what intestinal fortitude the guy has. Voodoo's picking up momentum. It's the last thing Phillips wants. Voodoo's get back into a run. Michinoku driver.
Absolutely brilliant move that.
Oh.
A kick out at 2.
Impressive that Phillips kicked out of that.
Voodoo's got to be thinking now, what can I do to put him away? What move can I do that he's not going to counter, that he's not going to attack my legs for? I can't expose the legs. What can I do?
Voodoo, you're overthinking it. Voodoo don't think that much. He just thinks, how am I going to hit him now? He's not got a game plan. He's just going to try and pummel you through that canvas.
He might be thinking chokeslam.
Phillips floats round, back to that leg.
Attacking the leg once more.
Oh, going
big strike there by Brady.
Again, Voodoo's still on his feet though. It's not a good game plan from Phillips.
He's able to counter. Oh, right onto the back.
Big drive down. Phillips kicks out though.
But he looks out of it. He mustered a lot of energy to kick out. You can see the glazed look in his eyes as he kicked out.
He's lying there, but he's just getting his composure. He knows his conditioning is so much higher than Voodoo's. When it gets to this kind of stage, War of Nutrition, the fittest guy will pull it out here.
Brady is not shy.
Voodoo's thinking about going up to that top rope.
So potentially that could be his advantage. He knows.
Oh, absolutely. His cardiovascular conditioning just shines.
And the strength there from Phillips picking up.
Death Valley driver there from Phillips. Surely that's it.
The power to take Voodoo onto your shoulders and keep him there and throw him off. An amazing
Voodoo
driver.
is hurt, barely lifting that shoulder up. Phillips has got a slightly tighter cover on there.
It was quite an easy, lackluster cover. Brady, what's he thinking now? He's outside. Is he going to the top rope? He needs to put the exclamation mark.
He's taking his time though.
And it's actually taken too long.
Voodoo catches him. If you're going up there, you've got to be so quick.
And now Brady is in a world of trouble.
It's a long way down from there.
Look at the ropes just bend as Voodoo is on him. He is a heavy guy.
He is a monster.
There's going to be a lot of power. There's going to be a lot of... This is very worrying. He's able to knock Voodoo down. Brady to the ropes.
Phillips going to do.
And a fantastic...
Swanton from the top. That has to be it.
Utterly graceful. Absolutely
easy kick
graceful.
out from Voodoo.
Like it was nothing. And Brady can't believe it. Have you ever seen a Swanton bomb done so gracefully? He was able to tuck the head up.
I tell you, at this point, this is where Phillips needs to distract that referee, get the upper hand while the ref's not looking.
And he might be going for it again. He's going for it straight away again. But he is taking his time.
He is. He's getting distracted by Peterborough's #1 fan.
You're dead.
Oh, he rolls through. Oh, ref's down.
The ref is down. He's spun around. The ref is down. Voodoo doesn't know what to do. So Brady took an absolute...
This is when you get this ring belt and drive it through your opponent's head. The ref's down. It's fair game. Do what you got to do to come out on top.
But then how can you go to bed at night?
The old Voodoo would have done that.
You cheated. You would cheat to win. How can you sleep at night knowing that?
You sleep on a big bed full of lots of money. I don't care. Cheating, that's how you get to the top.
This is the rest of the match. You know, the fans here want to see a brilliant contest. Want to know who's the best.
This isn't
not
about
who
the
can cheat
fans.
Better.
This is not about the fans. This is about picking up the win, rising to the top, getting that big paycheck.
Of course, Voodoo.
See, this is nothing.
Voodoo picked Brady up and did the most horrific clothesline I've ever seen. He went, he must have gone like 7, 6.
Voodoo may or may not have picked up the victory then, but we won't know. The ref's down.
Out.
He's wasting his time.
And he's been down for 20 seconds or so. I mean, this match should be done.
That's because Phillips knows the ref's not here. There's no point in exerting himself.
For Voodoo, they're playing with fans. He feels he has Brady beat. But he needs that ref. He needs to keep on the attack because Brady can compose himself. What if he's going to go for another choke? Something could be counted now. He's picking up the ref.
Oh, low blow. See,
the ref
Phillips has no qualms about doing what he needs to do. Hooking the tight. Voodoo escapes.
Kick out. He had the tights.
What has Phillips got to do?
See the ref flinging himself there, try and get that as quick as possible. But what can Brady do? He's used his best moves. He's not taking down Voodoo. But also, it's in fashion. He's just taken a horrific choke slam, and he's still standing down.
Phillips is definitely weak, but he needs to stay focused. He's got the big man where he needs him. He can't let him regain his composure.
Well, that spin took out the ref. The ref can barely stand. Clubbed him from behind. He spins him around there.
Big forearm.
The crowd did not like that.
Oh, I don't care what the crowd likes. You do what you got to do. Big crossbody.
Jumping crossbody there.
That's not where you want to be on the receiving end of a guy like that. Phillips needs to get this together.
Voodoo's on the second. Oh, Voodoo's making it the top rope, not just the second rope. He's gone to the top.
You don't see the guy going up there too much.
But he's staggering, and that cost him.
It's that leg. The work on that leg is paying off for Phillips now.
He's going for a superplex, trying to put him away. Finding out of it.
Voodoo's not going to take this.
Shots to the midsection.
Oh, I know what's coming.
He's got it.
Phillips is in a world of trouble now.
How is he able to stand with his legs like that?
Blockbuster from the top row.
Phenomenal neck breaker.
That'll be it.
And the match is over.
An impressive showing there by Phillips, but he just couldn't get the job done.
And to think, after a beating on his legs like that, to walk the ropes.
Oh, there's no doubt Voodoo is a tough guy.
Where did he get that strength from out of nowhere?
And the beating he took before the match. Voodoo is tough, but he's not very bright.
How tough is Brady Phillips? Come here on his debut.
Oh,
face
undoubtedly.
A beast like that.
Brady Phillips is definitely a guy to watch. Debuting here, taking on the Full House Wrestling champ, and nearly picking up the victory. You got to think that Brady Phillips is going to come back.
Could he still be
a
the title picture of a performance such as that?
Well, like I said, Phillips had nothing to lose in this match. Win or lose, win straight to the top, lose, he was nowhere to begin with. Any showing is going to shoot him into somewhere in the rankings. Voodoo had everything to lose and nothing to gain.
He's certainly going to take up above Joshua now, who is no longer a part of Full House Wrestling.
Well, if you're going to put yourself in a match where you got the chance of being fired, you need a backup plan.
Brady puts her slowly. He doesn't like the fans. He doesn't like this reception. Slowly making his way to the back.
Peterborough fans are just idiots.
Voodoo there slowly taking his time to get out as well. He's been in a war.
Hurting.
He was in a war.
He knows Brady Phillips' name. He knows he has been in there with a young, hungry competitor who was this close to putting him down.
That would have absolutely rocked the world of Full House Wrestling if our champion had lost to that up-and-comer. But he walks out the victor.
Now, don't you have a job to do? Get in that ring, tell these morons that we've got one more show here. So Voodoo hobbling off. So this has been episode 23, Burning Down the House, our Ascension show. I've been Snare with Gavin and Magic Mark.